3 Whiskey 2 from Zerpo, pseudo established, cleared, RNAV Zulu 2 approach.
Little advertisement there for GoPro. It's the new camera. It's been about 10 years, so I'm expecting some improvements in quality, and in particular, the ability to have it not be quite so dark. It doesn't look quite so dark, does it? See if everything else is working. Also, I got Air Manager installed today, so now my flap switch and fuel pump should be working. I just got it sitting right here on the runway at Brandywine. We're going to try this again, and hopefully everything works okay. Looks like we have no drop frames. Looks like we have good FPS. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Fuel pump. You can see the green light for the flaps. That flap handle that I 3D printed should be working, I hope. Hope. Find out soon enough. We're just going to make a quick lap here. It's interesting how long it takes for the YouTube app to update with a new stream. I bet I can get to it via the browser faster. Yep, right there, it says I'm live. Everything seems to be working. And I can see some people are watching, which is nice. Alright, so let's make a lap and see how things look. Avionics. And turn on our strobe, because that's always a good idea. Got a little audio from real world approach.
I got a Airbus coming from the other direction, southbound at 5. I'll get a Roger 14 shortly.
So I've been working with trying to get SimVim to work, which would run this flap switch and this fuel pump, and it just was not working. But fortunately I was able to learn today that Air Manager does that, and I've always been a fan of Air Manager. It used to run the Avidyne panel I had in the older version of the Sim. So we got that fired up and it worked great. So I should have turned on live tracking. I have live traffic running. I do. Alright, so we should have traffic zooming around. Not seeing any on here yet, but that doesn't mean we won't. One of the things with traffic is you got to be able to tell it sometimes you tell it what altitude mode will go unrestricted altitude. Then you see altitude that's high, traffic that's high also.
Just advising the heading to check in, and I'll have a route for you shortly.
This U1000's come a long way, he says as it lags.
Oscar 4172, good evening, altimeter 29 or 907, advising you Foxtrot.
That's supposed to be weather. See what the winds are at 3,000 feet. That's pretty cool. That, of course, is terrain. Okay. There's some traffic. All right, here we go. Oh, let's see the flat panel work. So, yellow switch, or yellow light. Flaps are down halfway. I won't look out the side window right away, but they are. Huh. Should be a side view there. Back out the front, put the flaps up. That'll give us a green light. Start our turn. Frames are pretty good. Running OBS clearly affects them.
Oscar 4172, descend and maintain 3,000.
Trying my different quality settings here with 3J FPS. About 500 feet, or 1,000 feet. There's the airport off my shoulder. We're going to be beam the numbers here in just a second. There we go, first flaps. We've done this about 3 days in a row now. Oh, come on, I want max quality. Who am I kidding? One right, one red, just like the way we want it.
Fenix 2605 Lima.
Full flaps.
Air Fox Lima Squawk 0231. Frontier 4172, your 9er from Hamma. You are cleared to the Delta for your descent. Charles Hamma at or above 2.6, cleared on Avian. GoPro.
And again, I need to flatten this runway in WED because it doesn't really slope as much in the real world.
Fox Lima, radar contact, altimeter 29 or 9 or 3. You're going to pick it up at first or somewhere else? So yeah, that's fine. Go to first and join it inbound, maintain VFR 3000. I may have to break out. You're going to follow an Airbus up in the airport to the approach as well.
And steering continues to be an adventure. Your next plane.
Okay, that heading for now, fine.
All right.
I need to change, but I'll let you know to maintain VFR 3000.
That seemed to go pretty well. Looks like it rained here in the simulated world. Flaps up. There's my cursor. I haven't seen any comments, so apologize for that. No signal? Are you telling me that the video feed has been gone the whole time? Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh boy. That was such a great... So there must be an automatic power off on the camera. Is that what we learned here today? There's an automatic power off? I bet that's what we learned here today. But that would suck. Yeah, that's what we learned here today. Okay, well, sorry about that. That must have been extremely unentertaining to hear me narrate that entire thing. Let's see where that setting is. Auto power off. Never. Oh man. That's embarrassing. Alright, well, the only thing for us to do is to go around one more time then, right? Let's, well, it's a learning experience, you know, new camera, just getting it set up. This is what happens.
I believe it's a Cessna. They're about 6 miles north of you. They're westbound at 2, and the tower's going to turn them to follow you. Nobody's on your first pass and follow tower 20.7.
Okay. Oh man. You guys are like, this dumbass doesn't even know that his camera isn't working. Nope, this damn ass did not know that his camera was not working. So this dumbass didn't learn anything that he wanted to learn from that entire experiment. Okay, well, should we try one more time? Oh man. Simulators, if it's not one thing, it's another. Am I right? I'm right. I can't believe 6 of you stayed with me through that. That's funny. All right, well, let's go around one more time. Then it'll be time for me to go get dinner. That was too funny. By the way, you're not broadcasting. Signal lost. Hello, McFly. People should not taxi this fast in the real world. They also should not be on the center line in the real world. I gotta find a way to make these rudder pedals be a little more, what would I'd say dead? Brakes. Flaps. Controls work. keep an eye on the stream, make sure I don't do that again. All right, turn on the fan. Man, it's getting... The fan vents work now. That's exciting. These things work. They don't put out a lot of air, but they work.
5837, good evening, climb 4000. You're going to be past the heavy stuff here soon. There's some less modifications begins again in about 20 miles.
Flaps.
The last reports I had were light to moderate rain and rest.
And again, you make a little turn this way so you can go into this field down here if you lose the motor.
5837,
This airport. That was hilarious. Side view.
05 South Lima, contact tower 20.7. There's traffic on both islands.
From view. Hazy. Hazy in southeastern Pennsylvania today. Looks like my side view, front view switches aren't working either. It's alright. I'll get that figured out another time. I don't know if my keyboard is recognized. Let's try it with this. Side view. Front view. See if that worked or not. Okay. Don't want to get too close to Westchester. There's a hospital right there that's sort of where you turn, which is what we're doing. Right about 1,000 feet up. Ease the power.
445 Delta.
It's not hard to get the multiple monitors hooked up. X-Plane does it default, so it runs, it has a setting to run through another PC, a second visual display, which is running this one. And you can connect them over Wi-Fi, but I've got them just talking to each other with an Ethernet cable. And there's my airport. And yeah, they're just talking to each other with an Ethernet cable, and you just give them the IP addresses, or they actually find each other naturally. The master machine, which is running these two, and then the slave for the visuals, which is running that one. And it just, like, you just need to have the same scenery and the same plugins and everything installed on both, and then it works fine. We're being the numbers, cut the throttle, first flaps, start flying downhill. In fact, I've been impressed with how easy it is. Like, X-Plane just sort of knows what to do and does it really well. I have not had any success with multiple monitors in a setup like this with Microsoft Flight Simulator, because you can't get the camera field of views to be different between the different monitors at different sizes. Turn on the base. 74 knots. And full flaps. Turn on final. Boy, that looks nice, doesn't it?
445,000. What was the aircraft type once more?
A little high, so we'll just take some power out. There we go. Looks like the stream's still working.
45000, you're about 4.5 miles from the airport, cross that or cross at 1,000.
Get ourselves trimmed. Like that. I use a little rudder here for the crosswind. Not much of a crosswind though. again, this weird upward sloping runway.
Photo 577, good evening. The Philadelphia altimeter 29903, advising of weather notable for wind field and approach.
No squeak from the stall horn, but close enough.
Photo 577, no problem. You want to start it early or Homer?
Oh, I thought I might make that one, but I didn't.
Take a problem, just early and I'll be clearing for you and lower.
All right, well, camera stayed on. I got that going for me, which is nice. Flaps. The air manager is running the fuel pump and everything else correctly, which is good. Didn't look like my hotkey to show you out the right window worked, but I can fix that later. And yeah, so this is the first successful stream I've had in a couple days. I've deleted a bunch of private streams and other streams that were just clusters, because bit rates were wrong or the camera wasn't working, and in this case I will leave the no video feed because I think it's pure comedy. See if I have any other questions here I can answer while I'm screaming down the taxiway. Nope, seems to be going fine. Glad the camera's still working.
Photo 577, thanks. Send out to you guys.
I like the way that X-Plane pools the water on the... You can even see the reflections in the pooled water on the runway, which is nice, nice touch. In the real world, Cessna like this lives right over here for the flight school, usually next to a Piper Warrior.
45 Delta, reserve post contact tower 120.7.
Parking brake. Lights. Flaps are up. Okay. Well. That all seemed to work. Happy to say it. Sorry for the middle part. That's just comedy. I will leave that as comedy. And I'll go back. Thanks, David. I think you like it. Think it's a crazy setup. It's a lot of fun. I don't fly in the real world anymore, so this is as close as it gets. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you this weekend. Hopefully, a buddy and I are going to fly the Sim Ventures approach into Oshkosh on Pilot Edge. And he's a pilot also, so hopefully that'll be cool. Thanks for watching, and everybody have a great rest of your day, afternoon, or evening.